the GOAT of Dragon Ball, the man with undeniably a ton of RIZZ, since he did end up pulling Yamcha. I mean, what? Because he did end up pulling Bulma. That's what I meant to say, right? He was with Bulma, so we have to give him, you know, the credit on the RIZZ. But does that mean that you have to spend your Dragon Stones? Is it actually worth it? Let's you know, actually take a look at that. So when it comes to you know, I mean, I'm gonna be skipping regardless. You already know how I feel about this, but I still have to give this man the respect that he deserves and give you guys all the information that you deserve to know. So again, Int Yamcha here. In terms of his leader skill, just by that, it is Warriors Raised on Earth and Saiyan Saga, 3 key 170, and then Earthlings or Turtle School, an extra 30%. This is what his leader skill looks like. So right off the bat, you do have a very strong category. You do. I mean, Master Roshi here could really serve as a really nice floating support because he is buffing the Turtle School category with 2 key and 30% to stats. You also do have an option like running this guy. Oh, also, by the way, this Roshi is offering a revive as well, so keep that in mind. And then again, you do have this Goku here, again, who's not the craziest character of all time, but still is offering 2 key and 30% to stats for all allies. So again, it's like you do have, you know, some nice options here, some powerful options here. It's definitely not a bad team by any stretch of the imagination, but the issue is that you see a bunch of Gokus here. This is basically a Goku team with some other characters mixed in here and there, and unfortunately, you are just not running, you know, Goku next to Yamcha here, right? That's just not what's happening. So it's like you pull for this character, and if you want to run the strongest version of his team, you're not even having him in the main rotation. And if you do have him in the main rotation, it's like, okay, who are you running to link with him? And anything you do could work for sure, but trying to have him in the main rotation, at least in my opinion, based off how good his team is, or the actual possible team building options here, trying to run him and force him to be in slot 1 just to focus on how good he is going to be is just going to weaken the entire team at the end of the day, because even though Yamcha himself is good, there's definitely better rotations and better possibilities for team building, at least just in my opinion. But again, it just depends on how you want to run this team. Now Yamcha again himself is really, really good, but here, like, if you're going to focus 100% on trying to make him look as good as possible, you're going to need to run a full Warriors Raised on Earth team, which is going to, of course, include a lot of Gokus, like I mentioned before. So again, just keep that in mind. But you do have a lot of characters on this team specifically. So even again, like the GOAT Piccolo here is also here too. So yeah. Anyways, so again, he's very, very solid. If you're going to run better characters and then run Yamcha as like a support, even as like a support, it's like not support, sorry, as in the third slot floater, he's not really offering any support to then like give the rest of the rotation. So from that aspect, he's not really that great. He can dodge. I mean, the more attacks he does, the more chance he has to dodge. He has a baseline of 50% chance to dodge, which is, you know, very, very good. He can build up to a total of actually technically 100%. I mean, he's not going to super attack 4 times, right? Or 5 times, but he can super attack a total of what? He has launch additional attack that has a high chance becoming a super, and he has another one here. Yeah, so he can perform 1 of his own, 2 from his passive, and then, you know, 1 from his hidden potential. But again, for his hidden potential, you do need to get another dupe of this Yamcha, so because he is int, so he just has the free level 5 dodge if you only get him at 55%. So he can perform maximum 3 attacks from his passive, so he can build up a total of 80% chance to dodge. I mean, it's technically 50% and then another 30%, not necessarily the same, but again, it's still a high chance to dodge for this character. Medium chance to crit. He's not raising defense on his super attack though. It's like, I don't know, man. Yamcha's good. Yamcha overall is really, really powerful. It's just his team makes it so that you don't run him as the main unit on the team because you have better options. And then even if you try to, links are wonky. and you don't really have great, amazing partners for him that are also going to shine. But I will say that in terms of Yajirobe here, Yajirobe, absolutely, this is like one of the best characters Dokkan has ever released. I will die on the hill of how good this character is, right? In total, just for basically, what is it here? 3 key 150, all allies 1 key 30%, self-excluded unfortunately. Plus an additional defense was 120%, and all allies key 2 20% for 3 turns when this character is in the third. Wait, when this character is the third to obtain key spheres in a turn. So it's like he is meant to be that third slot, which kicks Yamcha at the possibility of being in that third slot. So it's like this guy giving what 2 key and 50% to stats for Yamcha, definitely again really good. But this is definitely the GOAT, 100%, the absolute GOAT of this banner. And I haven't talked about the banner yet, but of this banner here, this Yajirobe is definitely the GOAT. If you're wanting someone for Yajirobe, I'd understand that. Maybe do discounts if there is discounts. Maybe go like 1 or 2 summons, because Yajirobe is a GOAT, a massive GOAT. And the biggest part about it is that he's just supporting all allies. It's not necessarily just Yamcha or Warriors Raised on Earth. You can slap him on any one of these teams here, and he's going to be supporting all freaking allies. So from that perspective, I think he's really good and definitely worth the stones. Again, Yamcha's great. Yamcha's not bad. It's just I don't think like I think it's like it's a unit who kind of plays himself in a way. Again, leader skill definitely looking good. Yamcha, I wouldn't say Yamcha is worth your stones compared to other units like Path to Power Goku, who's definitely worth your stones, right? Or maybe even the anniversary units. So I'm not going to say Yamcha by himself is worth your stones. So I wouldn't say something for him. I'd understand if you really want Yajirobe here. And then when it comes to his banner is very interesting, because you do have a top level TWR here in AGL Ginyu. And then of course Trunks is mid, Frieza is definitely aging, this Goku is aged, and then like who cares about this unit? So it's like, I mean, if you care, you care. I get it. I understand that, but this is not a great banner by any means. You have value here for sure. But this is not a great banner, in my opinion. If you really want Ginyu, buy him with red coins. If you really want this unit, buy it with red coins. I'd also recommend save your red coins for the anniversary, to be honest. But I mean, at the end of the day, you're going to do what you're going to do. I recommend fully just to skip this banner. This is not a great, insane value banner to summon on. Yes, again, you have Ginyu, but have you seen those anniversary banners? So again, I'm just telling you the facts here. This guy is really good. This guy is good. This leader skill is definitely decent, right? But if you try to really prioritize the best unit on this team, Yajirobe just doesn't fit. He has to be a floater. And it's like, if you bought him or summoned for him just for him to float, it's like, what's the point of having him? Unless, again, you really wanted to force something out of him. But even then, I mean, like, you know, I don't know. Yajirobe is a GOAT though. Maybe pick him up. This guy is going to be added to banners in the future too, guys. Remember that. He's going to be, once this unit drops, he's going to be on literally every single banner moving forward. So you can still pull him unfeatured. Just keep that in mind. Anyways, I'm going to skip. If you join me, you join me. If you don't, you don't. Have fun summoning if you really want this character, but you're going to see very quickly how much you're going to use him, which is pretty much none. And then when you have no stones for the anniversary, then I don't want to hear, Mr. Baby, I should have listened to you. I don't want to hear it, because I warned you. Hopefully you enjoyed it. I'll see you in the next one. Take care and peace.